I don't know if you guys have heard already, but a few days ago at QuakeCon, Bethesda announced that they were going to be doing an Anniversary Edition for Skyrim sometime in November. And I think that it's safe to say that half of us raised an eyebrow at Todd Howard, and the other half of us threw our arms up in defeat. Now, let me be perfectly clear. I'm not saying that this isn't warranted. Having a game still sellable and selling, if that, 10 years after its initial release is nothing to laugh at. But I also think that it is ridiculous how many times Skyrim has been re-released, even if it is on new platforms. But there was one reveal in particular that I think raised a lot of questions, at least with me, and I'm pretty sure some other people definitely had to have had this thought too. But Ashley Chang, Bethesda's managing director, said, "You know what? I think 10 years is a long time to wait, but I think it's worth it. We're putting a fishing mechanic in the game. It's the one thing I've always wanted to do in Skyrim." And I think all of us collectively tilted our heads and just went, wait, what? Now, let me be perfectly clear. I am definitely glad that they're adding more to Skyrim. It's a game that I love, and I'm pretty sure many other people actually might enjoy the mechanic itself. But I think it raises one kind of big question about Bethesda and Skyrim in general. Why didn't this happen years ago? Now, once again, I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about game development or marketing or any of that. But I think it's safe to say that a lot of people aren't really happy about this, and a lot of people probably don't care either. In fact, I actually think it makes a lot of people mad because it shows that they definitely had the resources and ability to create new content for Skyrim, but they just chose not to for the past decade, which I don't really understand. I think the modding community in this game shows well enough that the building blocks of Skyrim, and really any Elder Scrolls game, are phenomenal and definitely worth adding more stuff to. And the fact that the Creation Club exists means that Bethesda acknowledges this. But with modding aside, Bethesda is a AAA company. And like I said, I know nothing about marketing, so I'm not even sure if this is 100% feasible or reasonable in any capacity. But why is it that the only thing we've gotten for Skyrim since the last 3 DLCs was just fishing? And why is that for the 10-year anniversary? Now, I might be a person who doesn't enjoy fishing in the real world, but I think a lot of people would have expected a lot more out of a game's 10-year anniversary. More so, I think a lot more people wanted more Skyrim to play in general, which is why I think the modding community is as massive as it is. But I guess the question I'm asking myself now is, why couldn't they have added anything in the game beforehand? Like, I can think of a million things that would have been great on an official capacity, because I'm pretty sure that everything that I want is already in a mod, but there's a level of polish that comes with it if it's already in the base game. And Bethesda already added things with the DLC, and I'm pretty sure more people would want more Skyrim to play, so expansions would sell. I think that a lot of changes, like better magic, maybe a UI cleanup, a gauntlet-style arena mode for endgame, more variation in the dungeons and caves, maybe even a revamp to skills so Sneak Archer isn't the only viable and fun option, and just more areas to explore. I'm not saying that what we got is bad, I'm just saying that it's kind of underwhelming, and it definitely raises questions on why any of this couldn't have happened beforehand. I understand that reselling Skyrim has continued to work, so why would they change what they're doing and waste resources on making more stuff for the game, especially when modders take up that role perfectly? I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is, I think I, like many people, want to play more Skyrim. But Skyrim's been out for 10 years, so I think we want to play more Skyrim without playing Skyrim. Now, before any of you guys yell at me in the comments, yes, I am perfectly aware that Elder Scrolls 6 is being in development right now, and it actually looks really good and promising. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't really want an Elder Scrolls 6. I just want the Elder Scrolls. Considering that's taking this long for a new Elder Scrolls game to come up in the first place, I think a lot of people might actually prefer if a single-player Elder Scrolls game went the same route as most MMORPGs. And I'm not even talking about games as a service. Now, I think despite what your opinion is on the MMORPG sales model, I still think that if it took less time and it gave us more to explore, I think that a lot of people would actually like and buy into an Elder Scrolls game that was just the one Elder Scrolls game, the last one. Every 6 months or so, just add a new area, and it doesn't even need to be full countries or areas in Tamriel, because people would buy that, even if it was at full price game. Well, actually, maybe half, $30 I don't think a lot of people would actually buy into $60 per expansion, but I think you get the point. Overall, while I'm definitely excited and proud that Skyrim has gone this far, I also can't help to feel but a little bit disappointed, but this is all we got. I know that I, for one, am not at all excited for fishing because, well, I think that fishing is boring, and I feel like for a 10th anniversary they would have added more, but I'm wrong. But I am just a YouTuber complaining on the internet, so what do I know? But go ahead, let me know in the comments what you guys think and what opinions you guys have on the game. But thank you all so much for listening to my small rant. I actually kind of like these small, just talking short form videos, so I might be trying these more in the future. But don't worry, a normal game review is still happening. Shadowplay is just giving me a bunch of issues, so I really hope that that solves itself before I just give up and move on to a different game to review. But with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all on the next video.